So there was a couple things that when looking at the PowerPoint, I definitely knew I wanted to change. One, all the backgrounds and fonts were all different. So I definitely wanted to make it uniform that way. But I didn't want to make it all the same. So there was a background and it had a really fun orange slant and then a blue slant and then vice versa. So every other slide I would either put there was a majority with blue on it or a majority with orange on it. I'd switch between whether I had the large portion of blue or the large portion of orange. So then I wanted to be able to read the letters clearly. So I chose a fun word art so it had a black outline with either a blue or orange inside. It was ever what was opposite of the majority color of the background. And really whenever, because I was working slide by slide, adjusting things visually, and really what I did, I just deleted whatever clip art was on there before because a lot of it didn't make sense. So I just would delete that. I would organize the words however I wanted it with an image in mind of what I was thinking of adding. So then I would go to Google and find something that I think corresponded well, and I would add it to it. And so I wanted to make it visually fun and obviously not boring. So I changed where the words were, and I actually had to add more slides to it so it wasn't so word heavy on each slide. I know there's one with like 4 or 5 sections of just really teeny print. So instead of just trying to fit that in better, I just made new slides. And then on the opening slide, it didn't have a lot of text, so I wanted to make it fun, so I made it like an arch text, and then I made the name of the college kind of go along with the slant of the colors. I thought that was fun and added some fun photos. And that's about it. There was one thing I did keep that I thought was fun besides just the dialogue and the text. It was the title that was slanted down like in an arrow. I thought that was really fun. I just made it correspond with my colors. So I just made it, and I also made a lot of the text larger so that when it was being presented to a class that they could see it for the overhead. And that's really all I did, and that was my creative process. I definitely had visual things in mind. In high school, I worked with our literary magazine, so visual things on a page were very important. How pictures were organized, how words were organized. So I did a lot of not exactly like left centered, but like middle, and some, I think I did one right centered, so that way it was just like that contrast, so that I thought was really cool. So that was my justification for my PowerPoint renovation.